95.7 The Hog, the Morning Hog Show. I'm Riggs. How you doing? It's Friday. It's Morning Hog Happy Hour. Coach Dan is in the house. And Tabitha's in the house. From SR Perrott, a Morning Hog Brew review. Josh, not available today because we're doing fancy stuff. We're going wine, and we're going wine for a cause. And to start things out, srperrott.com/beerfinder and click on wines, and you can find where to find all these great wines for a cause. Great charitable contributions attached to all these great SR Perrott wines. So Tabitha, where are we starting today? We're starting with the Pinot Grigio.
A light and citrusy on the nose as well on the palate. You will get a little bit of melon and peach, maybe a little touch of minerality on the end, and a little bit of cream.
Look, Dan is drinking with his pinky out. Did you say that?
As you should.
That was very good.
I was taught well.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I was taught very well.
Okay. Definitely getting the melon. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this feels like actually feels like if I had a little bit of fruit salad this morning, which I didn't, by the way.
Oh, you could put this in there.
I'm working on an empty stomach, so look out.
Put this
episode could go crazy.
Put this in your fruit
by the
salad.
end.
But it is like one of those, it's complex for sure, right?
It does have some character.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
It's very good.
Which is great for a Pinot Grigio because sometimes, they're just they're almost too mellow.
Yeah.
So we made sure that we had a little
punch.
A little bit of character.
And this particular label and the associated charity, what tell us about that one?
So this artwork is Blue Butterfly, which was painted by Michelle Connors, and the portions of the proceeds will be donated directly to the Halifax Humane Society.
Perfect.
That's great.
Halifax Humane Society always needing help. There's never enough. There's always more pets.
Always need help. Always
need
pets
homes.
coming.
Pets like wine too.
Yeah, of course,
You know?
right? Yeah.
They have like doggy wine.
Wait a second.
See?
Yeah.
I knew.
Okay, I'm just gonna say the next episode that you're in here for, we got to try the doggy wine.
I will look into it.
Okay, all right. We'll just make sure. If not, we'll just make our own. All right, that's a great start, and again, a great charity, a beautiful looking bottle. Now, where can you find this particular?
So
wine?
we do have these in a lot of restaurants, hotels, and retail. There's only one major retail space here in Ormond Beach or local to this area, and that's going to be the Why Not. Either location in Ormond Beach. He is a Why Not Wine with a Cause headquarters.
Beautiful.
At Why Not, excuse me.
Okay.
So, but you can get these at quite a few restaurants locally. So if you're into them, you can also find it on the SR Perrott website.
Oh, you mean srperrott.com/beerfinder?
But we have a wine finder.
Wine
too,
finder.
I believe.
Wine finder. Look at that.
That's amazing.
srperrott.com/winefinder. And I found this one. All right, let's find a new one. Let's discover a new wine.
So the next one we're going to do here is going to be the Coastal Chardonnay.
All right.
So this is going to be, here's your label artwork. Portions of the proceeds for this guy are going to go to the Marine Science Center for sea turtle conservation directly. So, we all living on the coast here in Daytona, Ormond Beach, we love the sea turtles.
Yes.
We want to protect them. That's why we lower the lights.
No kidding.
That's why we do all these things. So
that's right.
If you can drink wine and save the sea turtles, why wouldn't you?
I think every time I'm walking the beach and I see a sea turtle nest, I think, if I had wine right now, I would just sit down next to it and wait for it to hatch.
Yeah.
But
then I'm like, I'm too busy.
Next time you're down there doing that, you grab yourself a bottle of Coastal Chardonnay.
That's perfect.
Put that on the calendar.
Okay, so tell us the Coastal Chardonnay.
This guy here is going to have aromas of pineapple and pear. Very tropical fruits on that. So a very smooth finish.
Okay.
One thing that you will probably notice immediately on the Chardonnay is that there's not a heavy oak presence. So this is still barrel aged, so it is not French oak aged, which is what's going to give a Chardonnay that vanilla buttery. So this is what I like to consider an unoaked Chardonnay.
I prefer, you know what, I didn't know this, but I prefer unoaked Chardonnay. I like that better. I like the less smoky, less wood.
I mean, you could taste a touch of oak. Like they definitely...
You think my normal waiter or waitress would know what I mean if I say that to them?
If you're in a restaurant where they have even a little bit of wine knowledge, I would certainly hope so.
Remember that.
Let's go. Let's do it at lunch today.
Unoaked.
Let's go.
All right.
And one thing that people...
That's your word of the day. Unoaked.
Unoaked.
There you go.
A common misconception I've heard a lot when I was on the other side of this industry was people would say, I like it buttery or I like it oaked. And I'm like, it is the same thing.
There's a see?
Yes. But a lot of people are like, oh, I like it oaked, not buttery. And I'm like, okay.
You said...
Got you.
So you know right then they're not as in depth with the wine knowledge as they should be.
Right?
Maybe they are. Maybe Chardonnay is not their varietal.
That's
their
right.
go-to. Maybe they're really, really, they know very knowledgeable in Pinot Noir.
Right.
You know,
That's
so
right.
I don't judge.
But you have this. You are saddled in a way with this knowledge that sometimes you have to disperse in a. Like right now, you could say anything about wine right now, and you would not dazzle. You would dazzle us, but. Everyone's hearing and they're going, I got to learn these words. I got to know these terms.
Yeah, you know, I try my best to be knowledgeable, not only for my job, but also for the customers and the accounts that I go see. So that way they, you know, if I'm going to sell you wine, I hope you trust that I know my stuff.
Mission accomplished.
Or at least sound like you do.
That's
or
right.
At least sound like I do, yeah.
That's exactly it.
Exactly.
We're learning words. We're learning flavors. Again, and this particular label, again, I'm thinking I want a
Coastal
T-shirt of that.
Chardonnay.
I want a T-shirt of the Coastal Chardonnay.
I know, it's a good one.
You know. All right, no, on the second half, you got a couple crazy looking bottles for us to try.
Yeah, so we have a rosé here,
okay.
and then we're going to have a Pinot Noir.
Okay.
I do want to mention that all of these are from the Central Coast of California as well. So, and they are SR Perrott exclusives.
They're all the same vineyard.
You can't get these anywhere. They are from the same winery.
The same winery, okay.
Yep.
Okay.
And you can't get these from any other distributor except for SR Perrott,
SR
which makes them extra special.
srperrott.com/winefinder. Stick around. More Morning Hog Brew review coming up. Cheers. Pinky. Riggs, the Morning Hog, 95.7 The Hog. Hey, it's Morning Hog Happy Hour. We are happy already because Tabitha, SR Perrott, right over there. The Morning Hog Brew review. Coach Stan, we are fancying things up with some wine today. And we've tried wine with a cause, by the way. And once again, all of the wines that you're hearing about today or seeing, if you're watching this on the Morning Hog YouTube channel, The Morning Hog on YouTube, you can see the full unedited episode where weird stuff happens sometimes.
Really weird.
There's Easter eggs sometimes, you know? Is that wine or is it just a candle that looks like wine? Well, you'll have to find out. But all of these labels and the attached wines are for charitable causes, which is awesome.
They are, yes.
And Michelle has put together all these phenomenal looking pieces of art that turn into great wine as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So the next wine that we will be talking about today is Two Hearts and a Rose, which is a sparkling rosé.
Oh, I like that. Let me give it that. Yes,
it's a good one.
Okay.
So I do believe I will hand these over to you guys.
Okay. All right. We got new ones. By the way, we pre-poured in this episode because the last thing you want is to take up time with the pouring. Right. Yes.
We don't got time
that
for
too.
that.
Yeah.
We got a drink.
Yes. Our paper towel budget is down to just this one. So far, no spills. We've gone one segment with no spills. Let's see if we can keep it intact. All right. So what are we about to try? Yeah. Cheers to you.
This one is Two Hearts and a Rose. Like I said, this is a sparkling rosé, so it is in a champagne bottle. So you do have the cork. You're going to pop that out.
Okay.
This has notes of peach, strawberry, apricot, and sweet watermelon. Fruity, sparkling, just the right balance of sweetness and acidity. It is a fan favorite for sure.
Yes.
I am a fan.
This one's great.
This is fantastic, right?
It's really
Can
really
I do
good.
two pinkies? Here, hold on.
Now, what is the line of division between the sparklings and the non-sparklings? Obviously, we know what the packaging and things are, but it's still wine, right?
It is. So you can. They're just.
Yeah, they're just more fun.
They're more fun.
Yeah.
Some people really love bubbles. Like I have friends who are like, I only drink bubbles. And I'm like, okay. So I'm like,
can you name those friends right now, real quick, Tabitha? If you could just name them off.
He knows who I'm talking
I'm told
about.
we don't have any time.
They know who.
Okay, good. But it does it does give you like an element of like event based. Yeah, celebratory.
It feels very celebratory whenever you open a bottle of bubbles.
Right.
So no matter what it is.
That's the excuse. You can always celebrate as soon as you open a bottle of bubbles.
It doesn't matter what it is.
After we had reviewed our touchdown throwdown picks, I did the same thing. I opened up a bottle of bubbles. I didn't even drink it. I just poured it all over the place because I thought it was being festive.
Sometimes wine is just the occasion.
Okay.
A lot of people think you need a bottle of wine for a special occasion, which you do.
Right.
But sometimes wine is the occasion.
Can be the focus.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
And I've learned that in my wine.
I'm going to use that
journey.
This is. This is not a. What label are you putting on this as far as a I mean, this is like, it feels like a hybrid.
So it is a rosé, but it is sparkling. So
okay.
It is a bit of a hybrid.
Okay, it is.
Yep.
Well, you're a wine connoisseur over there.
I do want to talk
quickly. Can I get the bell?
Please.
Yes, go right ahead.
Impressive.
Go right ahead, Tabitha.
About the charity associated with Two Hearts in a Rose.
Thank you.
Sparkling rosé. So this is one of our national charities. So this is the American Cancer Society, and this goes directly to breast cancer research, which is near and dear to a lot of us.
Brilliant.
You know, so it's a great wine for a great cause.
Absolutely.
That's awesome.
And this is one of those that obviously this is available year round, wherever you can chase it down. Any particular places we should search for this one?
If you're looking for it just to buy it retail, you can get it at Why Not. If you're looking to enjoy it, you know, just out and about, you can get it at several restaurants around town. I know you can get this at the St. John's River Grill in DeLand, places like that.
srperrott.com/beerfinder and click on wine. Obviously, you want to do the wine finder as well. It's really good.
That was great.
It is really good.
It's almost too good because I want like a lot more, but we'll try.
It's a nice
our
size
last
bottle
sample
over
of the
here.
day, and then we'll get into the after party.
All right, guys. So that leads us to Joy Pinot Noir.
Yes,
Pinot.
Now this is the one. This Michelle's art on this particular bottle.
This is one of my favorite arts, label art. You know, this is it's very. It reminds me of the 80s.
I want pants and a shirt. And by the way, tomorrow, our Back to the 80s party at Beaches in Daytona, Coach Dan and I will be hosting.
I think you guys need some Joy Pinot Noir for that party.
I have a jacket that looks like that bottle that I'll probably be wearing.
Could both carry a bottle.
Right. We'll just bring the bottles in, too. It's a great idea.
I love that.
Brilliant. Look, she's moving product. It's perfect.
That's what I do.
Tabitha knows what's up. By the way, Tabitha, is it okay if we call you Josh for the rest of this episode? Just to
that's what
it's
you
just
need
much
to
better
do.
looking than Josh.
John, can you put a beard on Tabitha? Do we have that? No? Okay, it's fine.
Even if you did, it wouldn't be that good.
Fine. Yeah, you don't want to get wine in your beard. That's Josh would tell you that if you were here. But this particular one, this one's been around for a minute because I remember this for several years.
And these wines are very affordable,
right?
Very fun. Like they're, you know, I tell people all the time when I'm going to an account, I'm like, why would people not, if you're going to drink anyway, why wouldn't you want to drink for a great cause?
Right.
And so that's such a good, way to market these wines to everyone.
That's right.
Because they're just delicious and they're for a great cause. So
what cause is Joy?
I'm glad you asked. So this is the Samantha and Kyle Bush Bundle of Joy Fund.
Love this.
So what that does is that helps families who are struggling with infertility to get funding, to help with funding to have a baby.
Right.
Oh, that's great.
And I remember when this was going on, when Samantha and Kyle Bush started this foundation, and then hey, they everything works out for them, and then
as a mother, I think it's wonderful
helping it work out for everybody else. Yeah. Hey, well, look at this. We're all parents. We're all toasting.
Cheers to
this particular
cheers
foundation.
To being a parent, and cheers to great wine.
Right. No kidding. And getting away from the kids for a minute and enjoying some wine. Also, very enjoyable on the weekend.
Like a nice smoky flavor to it.
It does. I'm glad you mentioned that. That's that little bit of
put my glasses on.
The soft tannin.
Coach Dan with a one.
You might have picked up on some subtle black cherry hints and some of that raspberry. A very smooth finish, almost like a touch of oak, which could be that smoky minerality. You're going to taste a little bit of that California soil in there, which definitely makes a difference. I know we talked about that last time.
Can you aerate a small plastic sample cup? Is that possible?
Give it a swirl.
Give it a swirl? Okay.
Look, I've got legs on here.
An element of danger.
Yeah, you notice your legs.
Goes Dan.
See your legs.
I've done this once or twice.
All right.
Usually we have a little bit fancier glasses, but
I spilled some on my leg. My actual leg.
Come on,
legs in the wine. But it does have a this is and you put these in order from light to dark,
of course.
But
order.
If you were out in tasting a flight or a sample, trying a sampling, perhaps, is this the order that you would go into? Probably, right? I mean, kind of.
If I was going to order a Pinot Grigio, a Chardonnay, a Rosé, and then a Pinot Noir, I would go in that tasting order. You would preferably go from whites to reds,
right?
And you always want to do if you have like a dessert wine or like a Moscato, I would recommend tasting that last.
Right. Because it dominates your taste buds and stuff?
Well, it changes the characteristics. So like if this was like a Moscato and then we had the Pinot Noir, you're going to be like, oh, the Pinot Noir is so bitter. And it's really just because it changes the character because of your palate. Or do a palate cleanse, a cracker or amuse bouche or whatever you need to do to like change it up. To
what do you think about fruit stripe gum in between each sample? No,
I mean, if you think
Sour Patch.
it definitely would probably give you that same Moscato.
We did a tasting at Dan's garage one day, and we did Sour Patch Kids between them, and I don't recommend that. It did not go well. So this is a much better way to control the
didn't work.
The actual what you're actually tasting now. This is way better. Because at that point, everything tasted like candy, and this is much more professional. And of course, the Joy wine, and again, all these wines for cause. Now, are there other wines as well in the portfolio?
There are. So, what is not featured today? We do have Coliva Chardonnay, which is also for the Halifax Humane Society.
Okay.
We have the Joy Sauvignon Blanc, which is the partner of this guy here, and that goes also to the Bundle of Joy Foundation. We have the Out of the Woods non-alcoholic rosé, which goes to the Pregnancy Crisis Center.
That's
so
awesome.
if you need a drink, because you're super pregnant and you just need something non-alcoholic.
I would think that is a very valuable product.
It is. It is. And I feel like it's very, believe it or not, it's like a little underrated.
Yeah.
Like I think it's not out there enough, and it's something that I've been trying to give it a little bit more exposure.
Right.
Because also there's a lot of people that are not drinking or have quit drinking, and it's a great way to still enjoy wine with your friends.
Go out and be a part of it and stuff. That's awesome. That's awesome.
And then we have the Circus Cabernet, which is, I think we've had here before.
Yes.
Couchinit Pinot Noir. Okay. Couchinit goes to the Provision Packs Pantry to feed school children here in Volusia and Flagler counties, I believe. Yep. And then we have Marriott's Merlot, which is also the Halifax Humane Society. And then we have the Love of Moscato, Love of Moaz-Scotto.
Oh, okay.
So it's for the Museum of Arts and Science, and it is a collaboration.
Well played. Brilliant title.
It's awesome.
It's a brilliant title.
I know. Beautiful artwork on all of them.
Right, and all of those, Michelle does all the work.
Yep.
It's amazing.
She's very, very talented.
Does she ever say hey, can you guys stop making great wines? So, because I'm too busy making all these paintings. Does that never happen? Probably.
She never says that.
Okay, good. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. And you can see all those works as well again at Mimi's
Original Art. Yeah. Okay. So definitely go check it out. It's a wonderful, beautiful art store and feature. They feature all kinds of local artists in there. It's wonderful.
I love it. All right, so
definitely a great place for gifts.
This is a chance for you to enhance your weekend right now.
That's right. It's always time for wine.
Right.
Always.
Because tomorrow night at Beaches, Coach Stan and I are it's an 80s party. Again, that Joy label is going to be. I may just put out those labels. Can I get a bunch of those labels? Yeah.
At Beaches that they need to carry Joy.
Beaches. Listen, get the Joy. Okay, you know what I'm saying?
You hear
the
him.
Joy of Joy. Woo.
Right? I do believe they already carry a couple of our wines, but if they don't have Joy in there, we need to get it in there. So.
We're taking 2 bottles.
Dan and I are bringing it in there. Yeah, we're gonna bring it. We're gonna bring it in. And
matter of fact, I'm taking this one here.
Yeah, we're gonna. We'll take
them. It's yours.
We'll use kid gloves with it, but it's gonna be a great night tomorrow night. But for this weekend, if you're hearing this, if you're seeing this, go out and try something new. Try something from the SR Perrott wine portfolio. Right?
Wines with a cause.
Tabitha, you've really enriched this weekend. You've taken it a much classier place than it was.
Tasting with Tab.
I think it was Tasting with Tab. That's right. Look at that. Give that the bell for crying out loud. Well, cheers to you.
Cheers to you.
I got nothing left, but I'll cheers. I've been drinking them up.
Oh, wait. Here, you want some of mine?
I'll get
Okay.
Take one.